Hi there, how are you? Welcome back to M Talks. You know how difficult it is to make money. It's a long, arduous, and a difficult process. I'm talking about legitimate money, not the other kind. And it just trickles in. And the number of people who are willing to give us money, recognizing and understanding our skills, is a small number. But the number of people who are devising programs, plans, promotions, they're like millions out there trying to get our money. And when money goes out, it's like a broken tap, it just gushes out. Given the situation, it's important that we actually plan our spending. Make sure we spend wisely because you get slow pockets of money coming in, but if it gushes out, then you have a big problem. Yeah. So let's look at how to manage our spending. What are the things that we should be careful about? So that's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to talk about 6 ways that money can actually flow out without you even realizing it's gone. And I'm not talking about small monies, I'm talking about things that actually send away your money in buckets. Yeah. First one, speculation. Now, what is speculation? Speculation is putting your money in a project or in something without analyzing, without studying, without doing the work, without putting in the work, without doing any background check. For example, somebody says this particular stock, it's a tip, somebody calls up, this is a friend of yours, or you get an SMS saying this particular stock is expected to go up by X amount of, whatever, in 1 week, in 10 days, in 1 month. And we say, okay, great, let's put all our money in. That is speculation because we don't know the stock, we don't know the history, we don't know how it has performed for the last 52 weeks. It's definitely a very risky way of investing. It's not even investing, it's speculating. Or somebody tells you, this particular project, or you do this particular investment, you make money short term. You buy this particular cryptocurrency, you make money like within the next 1 week, and blindly based on that suggestion, you go and put your money. And this is like gambling. And gambling does not pay. The odds are always against you. Maybe in a situation of, let's say, 100, you will get 1 or 2 your way. But actually, if you look at it at the end of the day, your money is gone, and that too big monies. Second, emotional investment. What do I mean by this? We all have relatives, the spouses, or your sibling, or your friend who's got a project, or a friend's friend who's got a project, or somebody known who's got a project, and somehow somebody comes and tells you, you know what, this is good, he's a good person, he's trustworthy, your money is safe, and then you tend to get influenced and you tend to put in your money. Now, I'm not saying that any of these people are wrong. They could be right. The person that you're actually investing with may be a trustworthy, honest, and a hardworking person. But then it's all a chain because when he is doing business, he has to work with a lot of people. So maybe the person he is working with is honest and trustworthy as well. But what about down the line? Somebody actually lets one person down in the chain, everybody gets impacted. And whether the person wants to or not, somehow he is not able to complete the project and your money is lost. This is a problem with emotional investment. Third thing, we are talking about impulsive, influenced, and induced purchases. What do I mean by that? You see your favorite hero or a heroine or your favorite sports person talking about a product, talking about a project, talking about a fund, talking about a real estate project, and then you think, oh, this is good. He is talking about it, or she is talking about it, or this guy is talking about it, and then you end up getting influenced and making a purchase. Why? It doesn't have to be anything big. They talk about a simple motorcycle, or they talk about a shirt which is expensive, or they talk about a face cream which is very expensive as compared to a normal cream with the same utility. But then because these stars are talking about it, you get influenced. Induced buying, what do I mean by that? They induce you by offering promotions. They buy two, get one free, 50% off, 70% off. You go to a mall, you get n number of these offers. So even if you didn't want to buy, you get induced, you get forced to buy, thinking, okay, this is an offer. It expires by the end of the month. You end up buying. You probably don't even need the product, or the shirt or the shoe. You just don't need it, but you end up buying. This is one more thing that you have to be careful about. Fourth expense, what I would like to call ego or a pride-based expense. You see your boss wearing a nice shirt. You see your friend driving a flashy car. Somebody who is in a similar in terms of income group or whatever, he's bought a flashy car. So you get motivated, or I wouldn't use the word motivated, you get excited and you want to buy a car also. When he has bought a car, I have to have a similar kind of a car. So we end up buying things that we really cannot afford at this point in time, or we really didn't plan. This is again based on ego and pride, and these things happen. I mean, it's human nature. But then we don't know why this friend bought a car or how he bought a car. What is the scheme? Maybe somebody gifted it to him. Maybe he bought it with, what should I say, a lucky draw. You don't know. So these are things, again, these expenses you have to be careful about, because these can take your money away in piles, in tons. Okay. Fifth thing, it's people know about this. People are aware of this, but somehow I don't know what kind of an attitude comes over when it comes to this. I'm talking about rolling your credit on your credit card. We all know that that's the most expensive form of credit, form of debt, as compared to a personal loan, as compared to a vehicle loan, as compared to any form of credit. The credit card is the most expensive. And some of the credit cards, mind you, they charge you 24% on a daily balance. And then they tell you pay just 5% of your bill or 10% of your bill. And somehow we end up doing that because we feel that that's the one expense that doesn't have to be prioritized, that doesn't have to be looked at seriously, okay? So you put that as the last item in your budget. Okay, I will pay maybe 10% now. Maybe next month I'll pay 25%. Maybe, coming months, I'm going to get my bonus. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. So that time I will pay. But mind you, it never happens. And the thing is that it keeps snowballing. The interest keeps snowballing because there is an interest, there is the interest on the interest, and then if you delay it for some reason, late payment, and if you actually kind of forget about it, there is, what should I say, an over limit free, so many different things that, and this looks like small, maybe it's like $500, $1,000 or whatever, but then it keeps accumulating, and suddenly one day you find that your credit card bill is so huge. Oh my God, how did it come here? That's a big problem. And the sixth one may sound not so important, may sound not very critical, but it happens to all of us. I'm talking about, things that we do for lifestyle, like entertaining. We would like to throw parties, we would like to call friends, we would like to call family. And because we go there and we spend time, we think that we are obligated to do this, at least once or twice or whatever. But for a lot of people, it becomes a habit because, the expectations start building. Once you throw a party and then everybody enjoys it and they talk about it, you feel good about it, and then you want to do it again, and then again, and then again. It goes on and on. But this expense, trust me, is not going to bring you any value. It is just an expense that you sometimes don't even budget. I mean, tell me, anybody honestly, when you're working on a monthly budget, do you actually put aside money for entertainment or entertaining others? No, we don't. So what do? We end up using a credit card, buying this, buying that, and then we do all this stuff. And this is something which impacts us. Let's face it. This is all I want to share with this in this video. But the point is, whenever you're spending money, I would appreciate it if you take a moment, see if your expenditure falls under any of these categories. And then if it does, think about it one time, twice, thrice before you actually make the expense. That's the whole objective. Okay? Thank you for your time. Thanks for staying with me. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye for now.